I guess I'll start off.
Start off and then we'll introduce the guest.
Well, we made it to 30 already.
30 episodes.
30.
Yes.
And I did not go to jail last week, so super happy about that.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Spent my Valentine's Day with 100,000 of my closest Philadelphia friends.
Pictures looked amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
It was fun, man. We had, we're on the bus. Everyone got retarded
So you
hammered.
spent Valentine's Day with the love of your life, the Eagles.
The Eagles. Yes. The one love that never left me.
Well, it does every year when it doesn't win the Super Bowl, except for this year.
I know it comes back, though.
It's been a while.
We all need a vacation every once in a while from each other.
For 3 decades.
No, but it was a great time, man. It was a good time. Got to see some buddies that I haven't seen in God knows how many years.
Thank God you didn't have to call your cousin Joe.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm glad.
I'm happy for you.
I know. No handcuffs on me this year. I was very excited about
Those
that.
silver bracelets. I'm really happy for you.
How was your Valentine's Day? Did you and Desiree do something?
We had a great show at the bank. So we had
right.
we
You
had
did
the oh God, I just went blank. We had the
the singles bound. They're
the Valentine, the singles afterwards, and then we had the Rat Pack. So we did a Rat Pack show, and then right afterwards we did an anti-Valentine's Day single show. It was a real good combination. Everyone had a good time. So
nice.
more and more shows to come.
Yep, and I think it almost,
That was great though, by the way, because it was bring a picture of your ex and we'll buy your first drink.
Oh, nice.
And that was great to see the pictures that people brought at the end of the night. I mean, people were bringing in 6 pictures. I'm like, no, just one ex, not your last 6 months of relationships. All right, pumpkin. And they were still bringing it, but it was a lot good time. It's fun to see at the end of the night all the pictures that you get, and
yeah.
go to the garbage. You throw like 800 pictures away, and all the free drinks you gave away. But it was fun.
Yeah, I think Valentine's Day has become more of a singles outing than it has.
That's why I did it. I mean, for the
outing.
past 4 years, I've done like an anti-Valentine's Day party, and people love it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, now about that, let's go out to dinner and then a movie or this. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
And if you love somebody, you should love them 365 days a year, not just one day.
Not just one day. Why should I have to show you I love you?
I want to buy
day?
you chocolates all the time, not just one day. Flowers every Friday.
Oh God, you're setting yourself up for a lot of.
That's why I'm still single.
See, I'm smart when I get in a relationship. I'm like, I may buy you flowers once.
Do you break up around like Thanksgiving, then go back out in like March?
I used to. I mean, obviously, I've been married for 7 years.
7 years.
6 years, somewhere around there.
It's a life. It's an eternity.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done the dating thing. I mean, I figured like
Do you remember what it'd be like?
So towards the end of me dating, like Tinder was just starting to be a thing. So I did, when Tinder first came out, man, I loved Tinder. And then it got too easy.
Swiping right. There was Hot or Not before that. Do you remember Hot or Not?
I do remember Hot or Not.
Do you remember Hot or Not?
Yeah.
Yes, no, yes, no. Same thing as Tinder. It was either swipe left, right.
Tinder just got so
Hot or
easy,
Not.
man. Like me and my buddy John, who married the girl he met on Tinder. You're welcome. We'd make it harder on ourselves. We'd come up with like, all right, what ludicrous shit could we say and they still come over? Like we were talking to one girl one time, and like I was like, you and your friend should come to the rape castle. Like no one's gonna say yes to that, right?
They came.
Yeah, they came over. It blew my mind. Like obviously we were joking, but I mean, come on, a person you've never met just invited you to the rape castle.
We have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Come on over.
Yeah, it's insane. I had a girl one time.
But why are you on those things? You're on them for one reason. You're not on there to find love.
Well, I think some people.
That's why you go to
might be.
Farmers Only or Cupid.com. That's why. To find love.
There's got to be. I'm sure there's people on there that are actually looking for a long-term relationship. I don't think it's all just one-night stands. I mean, I think that's what it started out as, but I'm sure there's people on there that are looking for more than that. Right?
I don't know.
No?
No.
I don't know. It's been a while for me. I have no idea. You
better not be swiping right or swiping left.
I haven't swiped in a long time.
Well, good.
Yeah. It was good times, though.
Good times.
Yep. So we have Kristen on the show.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
And, I was going to, bring you in as the manager of Gold's Gym, but I think the title has changed a little bit.
It's changed quite a bit. Put a former in front of that.
Yeah. I had my
Former manager.
Former manager.
I had my old spiel that I was going to go,
Right,
and then
right,
I found this. I'm like, well, now I don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I had to cross this out and redo this one and
We're only going up, boys.
only going up.
Absolutely.
That's a great way to look at it. When something happens negatively or bad, sometimes you have to look at it as a blessing. And I always say that. Hey, you just got let go from your job, or hey, you quit, or hey, you got fired, or hey, it didn't work out, the business closed. You have to look at it as the next opportunity. You would not have found that if you were still in the same spot.
Yeah.
And me in the marketing business, I've had that where I've had a client for a year, and all of a sudden the business closes. The owner does something, and the business closes. I'm like, why would this happen to me? Like, things were just good, and all of a sudden I go out 2 days later, or I go to a network event and I met somebody, and I have a better opportunity. So you can't look at a negative thing or something that happens as always negative. Go home, cry for a night, and then get up next morning and go, a better opportunity is out there for me. And this has just showed me that a better opportunity is out there.
Right.
You will learn, and I like to bring things up in football terms, but you will learn way more from a loss than you ever will from a win. When it comes to growing yourself, bettering yourself, figuring out what you could do different, you learn a hell of a lot more from a loss, because you can go back and be like, okay, here's where I could be better.
Oh, completely agree.
Here's where I could be better.
So
when you win, yeah, you can do stuff better, but you're like, I fucking won. So really,
Right.
What did you learn from last one? What's your next step? And the big thing I want to get on the show too is about women in a management role, or women in a high powered role like that. It's different. It's got to be different.
Oh, it's definitely
I think people look at you different. Guests will look at you different, or oh, it's just a woman, or oh, that's just tits and ass, or that's just this. But there's actually a brain behind it. There's actually things behind it, because you did a lot for that place.
I did. I feel like I gave part of my life to that place. What I learned from it is that even if you are doing everything right, there's always going to be somebody who wants to step in your way.
Always. I mean, I've had it over and over again. At one location I've been there, and all of a sudden somebody comes in, doesn't like the way I do it. I'm gone. And then 6 months later, they call and go, it didn't work out. Can you come back? And all I do is just keep raising my price. Yeah, I'll come back. But now you see my worth. Now I'm worth this.
Yeah.
And you don't really have a choice. I mean, you do have a choice, but you don't have a choice. So
It's funny to me because...
Do you think it would have been different if you were a man?
Absolutely. Yeah.
how so?
So it's funny to me because women are... If you put a woman and a man together in the same atmosphere, 2 out of 3 times, the woman will kind of come up out on top. But they're not going to be seen that way because men are considered the powerful ones.
Come out on top how?
We have to prove ourselves, right? So we work a little bit harder. We put a little bit more effort into it. But people don't look at women as strong, as powerful. They look at us like, oh, well, they're enthusiastic and they're a team player and they're so personable. And that's great. And I like being those things. Yeah. But I put a lot more of myself into a job, any job that I've ever had, than just being personable or enthusiastic or being a good smile or being a pretty face. But I think, I'm blessed that, I have, I'll be humble. I'm a good looking person, but I think that has its disadvantages as well.
I agree.
Especially in the fitness industry, because you're surrounded by people who are very attractive, coming into the gym, men all day long, hanging by my desk, and as the manager of the gym, you're to talk to them, build them up, make them feel confident. When you come into a gym, you don't want to see some crappy old
Tell them how
persons.
great they look, and then they think you're hitting on them.
I'm right.
So you must have got asked out like 3, 10, 15 times a day.
Yeah. It was a lot because
did it start getting fun? Just make up excuses. I'm married. I don't date members. Whatever you throw a guy at, and I'd say most guys, they don't care, and it almost makes them try harder.
Right. If you turn a guy down, they're going to ask again. Mm-hmm. But
you're not really turning them down. You're just giving them an excuse. You're not telling them no.
It's not even necessarily.
Did you ever just tell a guy no?
Yes.
Just no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Rather than, hey, I don't date people that work here, or hey, it's my...
That's my usual go-to. Like, hey, it's not really appropriate for me as the manager of the gym to be dating
because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right.
I wish I could, but I can't.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but how many of them
There's
look at you and go? How many of them look at you and go? Well, I'll switch gyms tomorrow.
None of them. Why would they?
Would that have worked?
If they'll switch gyms tomorrow just to date me, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Switch gyms, baby.
All I gotta say is,
I was gonna say if you were interested, I'm sure.
if
it
I
would.
came up to you, if I came up to you and said, "Hey, I love to take you out," you're like, "Oh, I don't take gym memberships." I was like, "Well, if you want to go out, I'll switch gyms tomorrow." It's $10. What is a membership nowadays? $25, $30, $50 signing up, and $30 a month, no contract.
Yeah, but I mean,
But is that what I'm worth? I'm worth a Planet Fitness membership. Never.
Baby, you're that good. You're worth a Planet Fitness membership.
Yep. You better be going to Daytona's Fitness Club at least, paying them prices. No. That was always a really good excuse was, but if they're going to say, "Oh, I'll go to another gym," it's probably still going to say no. If I'm really interested in somebody and they're going to ask me out, like I'm truly interested in them, I'm going to find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my personal life out of the gym, even though when you try to do that, people think they know your personal life anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's what,
I think
kind
that's-
of got in the way of my position.
How so?
Being friendly with people can be perceived in the wrong way a lot of time. I get along with men more than I get along with women. I just naturally gravitate to them. A lot of the times I'm not flirting with people. I'm just generally a talkative, happy.
You're a guy's girl.
I'm making a guy feel good about themselves in the gym. That's what you men want, right? I've had a guy come in the door. This is my best example. He used to come in the gym. He used to go on the treadmill, wouldn't talk to anybody. Looked very upset every time he was in that gym. Like he had no expression on his face whatsoever. And I saw him coming up to the door one time and his quads were popping. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this guy's quads before. They look awesome. So he walks in the door. I'm like, dude, you've got the best quads I've ever seen in my life. And he got this smile across his face. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. Like they look just like Joe, like Gold's Gym Joe. Like they look just like his legs.
Right here.
And
You're Gold's Gym Joe.
I'm Gold's
You
Gym.
Gold's Gym
Gold's
Joe.
Where have you been all this
Right.
time? You are Gold's Gym Joe.
got
I've been
in
working
those
out the
thumbs?
quads, man.
Okay. Well, they're hidden under the table.
Maybe the
so
quads.
how
The
dare
quads
I?
Show you, but I
Maybe the Quad Cities, but that's about it.
didn't work on my yoga this week, so I can't show you.
Yeah, well, I'll have to rescind his Quadzilla title and give it to you. But, ever since I gave him that compliment, he started talking to me. And then all of a sudden, he kind of trauma dumped me like 3 days in a row, 45 minutes a day at the gym. Just all this stuff that he was going through. And I genuinely felt for him. And I think just what he was looking for was just somebody to talk to. And ever since he got that out, he is a completely different person in that gym. He comes in, he's got a smile. Like he walks in the door, I'm like, hey, boy. And he has friends. He talks to people. He goes on runs every morning with other members and
But that's
stuff
what
like
your
that.
job, that's what your job is supposed to do.
What I loved about my job was making that little tiny difference. Because it wasn't just him, it was other people too.
Unfortunately, ownership will never see that.
No, they
don't
see
it
you
till-
talking to a man for 45 minutes.
Right, and they think you're flirting and you're trying to get laid
Exactly.
and you're trying to get extra money out of him or this and this. They don't see it. I'm in the same boat-ish because I deal with it in the bar business all the time. And you're trying to build a customer, build a relationship, but you know what they're going to see? They're going to see their things decline. May not right away, and it'll be that's all that you need to feel in 6 months when their memberships are declining. People are asking about you and you're still not there. They're not renewing memberships. Sales aren't up. You're going to go, hey, they'll never call you and ask you to come back, unfortunately.
No, they won't. And I wouldn't.
I've had bars and I'm like, you're failing. You're going to go out of business. All you do is pick up the phone and call me. I would have laughed at you for 30 seconds and I would have taken it back and got you back to where you need to be. But their pride will never let them do it.
I wouldn't accept the job back anyway.
Let's talk about the different gyms. I want to ask about different gyms.
Okay.
Tell me the difference between Gold's Gym. Tell me the difference between Planet Fitness. AMP seems to be the new one, new-ish one around town. I mean,
so I've got strong opinions about the other gyms. Listen,
I want to hear it all.
I might have been, released from my position at Gold's, but Gold's Gym will always hold a special place in my heart. I love that gym. It's a great place to go. It was an awesome vibe. So the Daytona location was fantastic. Even the Ormond one when I was working there, it was an older crowd. Everybody was so nice though.
Where's your new workout place now?
Can I say this? I'm probably going to go work out Daytona Fitness Club.
Okay.
All right.
I've heard really good things about the place.
Independent gym.
Independent gym, but it's got a lot of equipment.
What's the difference between Gold's and Planet Fitness? Planet
Fitness is more of like your value gym, right? You go, you pay $10. So I think it's like $20 a month now.
I pay like $26. I'm a black member. I can go tan and a massage bed and
you can go get skin cancer for $20 a month. Sounds
great.
Freaking
deal.
Sounds great. I can go to the beach. I can go on the beach and get a real tan. I used to work at a Planet Fitness when I lived in Pennsylvania. It wasn't a bad gym. It just wasn't anything special. When you walk into a Gold's, I think it was more of we're trying to get you results. We're not just trying to get you in the gym to work out. We want to actually help you achieve those goals that you have. So
for a price.
For elevated price, yeah. So they have the platinum membership.
Because everyone has a price. Gold's, not arguing with you, but Planet Fitness will do the same thing. I can get a fitness instructor there for $700 will train me 16 times, and I'll get this, and I'll meet my goal weight. So they're all in the same line. What makes Gold Gym that different? I can get a personal membership wherever I go. The same equipment's there. Now maybe a tanning bed's here and not there, or a massage bed here and not there. They all have the bikes, they all have the trains, the planes, they all have the same thing. So what makes it that different?
Right. You're never going to win the race on who has the best equipment, right?
Someone's got 2015 equipment, someone's got 2018 equipment.
Right. You can look at Amped and all their equipment looks fantastic, right? They have every machine known to man, but it's all junk. Gold's isn't the top of the tier. If you go to the Tampa Golds, it's totally different than ours up here. That's like $100 a month to join there.
They're all privately owned, right?
There's corporate locations and then there's franchise locations. So the Ormond and the Daytona ones are owned by like a family. They're the only ones that are like interchangeable. The other ones you can go to on like a travel pass up to 14 days, blah, blah, blah. So what makes Gold's different is what they released this year was like the platinum membership. So what you get with that is you get like a monthly body scan, which was actually really cool. It was like $100 value just in itself. And then you get an app, and that's pretty much like a personal trainer in an app. You get a customized meal plan. You get a personalized training plan. They can see if you're holding yourself accountable.
How much is that?
So that's $29.99 biweekly right now, and then I think next month it goes up to like $49.99.
So $100 a month.
Yeah.
Because you said biweekly.
Yeah, that's that. That's the elevated one. So they have like their normal gold membership too, which I think is like if you do month to month, it's like $40 a month. If you do biweekly, it's like $17.99 biweekly. But that's like just basic entrance to the gym. You're not getting anything really extra with that.
Yeah.
But I could have said like, hey, what are you getting for when you come into Gold's? A week ago, I would have said you're getting the experience. You're getting the community. You're getting a family feeling when you walk in. Like you feel like you're walking in a place where you're welcome. I wonder how that's going to work out now.
Why not? Now, Gold's, correct me if I'm wrong, Gold's closes 10 o'clock every night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 7 p.m. Sunday.
So do you think that these 24-hour gyms, like Planet Fitness, a lot of those are 24 hours, Sunday through Thursday, and then 10, 11 o'clock on Friday? So do you think that hurts you, helps you? Nobody cares? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to cut you off and I asked the question, but the only reason I told Planet Fitness is because I like the 24 hours.
Right.
I will go to the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. I can't always go the typical work time. I can't always go that 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's the typical, gyms are that 5, 6 in the morning till that 9, 10 at night. Sometimes I like to go at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. It's easier for me. That's why I chose Planet Fitness.
Right.
But I don't care if they smile. Okay. I mean, for me, I don't care if they smile at me when I come in. I'm not there to meet Stephanie and Rachel.
You never came into my gym and saw me at the desk.
I did come in and see you at the desk.
You saw me one night. And what did you think of me? I was vibing.
I renewed my Planet Fitness the next day.
Oh, you're a jerk.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
it
does make a difference. Like I'm a member at Planet Fitness in New Smyrna.
Why are you a member of Planet Fitness?
It's the 24 hours is nice, but honestly, it's just there. I'm lazy. It's on my way to home and work.
How often do you go?
It's super convenient. I haven't gone in a while. I used to go 5 days a week.
But it's so convenient. It's so close.
I know. I had surgery, so I couldn't go to the gym for 6 weeks, and then I just never got back into it. It's probably been like 3-4 months since I've been. Or no, I think our first episode was right after surgery, so it's July.
26 weeks, 31 weeks, 30 weeks
30 weeks ago. But I mean, it just, convenience for me. But it was nice because there was a girl that always worked the mornings when I worked. And the coolest thing I think with her, and I just like going in when she worked, is because she knew it's so stupid, but I got a water and a muscle milk. and she would just put it on my account. I didn't have to sit there and like scan my card. She just knew me and what I liked to drink. And I thought that was awesome.
Right.
Like I'd get a guy in there on a day off. I'm like, fucking, I got to sit here and talk to this guy now. God damn it.
Gotta tell him what I want.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, but she knows what I want.
I got that a lot from my members. I actually became really good friends with one of them, Gina, because she came and she's like, I love that you call everybody by their first name. She's like, that is the coolest.
You know everyone's first name?
I know a lot of their first names.
That is pretty good.
Most of them. And if they like have a drink or something that they always get, I know. Like I had one member. I keep saying like I still work there. But he had a stroke at some point. And he comes in every single day with his walker. See him coming, we open the door, get him his Powerade, get him a straw. Like it is clockwork.
Yeah.
And that's what you should do. I don't know. I feel like that's what makes us different.
Like a gym, I
Us
like
or
to be
you?
able to talk
Wait a
without
minute.
talking.
Well,
That's what makes us. You say us.
I did hire a few really good people that I hope continue the trend. Jonathan, I trust you. No, I trust. There's a good. There's some good stuff left there, but I tried to be the leader. You know, you're never a good leader unless you want your staff to be better than you, right?
Yeah.
You can't expect to be the best.
So
one.
what was the reason? What's the reason that you're no longer working there?
So the reason I was given was because my management style was not receptive. I was holding people accountable, and they didn't like
The
that.
staff most of the staff liked you. All the people that came in, you knew their names, knew their drinks, knew this. So
Right.
what part of your management style are they saying didn't work?
So it's funny. This was kind of out of left field for me when I got fired. So I had just spoken to the owner about getting a promotion, getting a raise. And I had proven myself. Numbers, he's a numbers guy. You know, I had all the numbers behind me. I didn't have to sit there and tell him what they were. He already knew.
Yeah.
And I just says, hey, let me help you. He's so busy. He was never there. I was the acting gym manager. And I want to be compensated for it. So it was just kind of weird timing how I asked for all of that. And I finally kind of gave him my backstory of what I was going through. You know, I just got an apartment 3 days ago. And then they come at me with this because of my management style. And the funny thing is my management style was always discussed with him prior. I even said to him, listen, I'm having a really hard time managing these really young kids, like the 21, 22-year-olds.
Yeah.
The ones who are going to school full time and they want to do their homework behind the desk and they want X, Y, and Z hours. But hey, I can give you that, but for a little bit of time, I need you to work this instead. And one of my employees decided he was going to put his 1 week notice in, and which was fine. And he used his last day that I wasn't there to call a different manager in and basically tell them, you know, I was mean. And it's so funny to me because I'm like the least mean person you could possibly meet. It's just holding people accountable. And I think a lot of the younger generation has never been held accountable, especially when your parents pay
gets
for
a trophy.
everything. Yeah.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Joe, we do the same thing in our hospitality. I hold people
do.
accountable. I have no problem yelling at someone in a nice way.
Yeah.
But I think for me, though, it's always been how I talk to them. Some people I can walk up to and be like, you messed up. You're an idiot. I still love you, but if you ever do that again, I'm going to fire you. We laugh it off, and he or she never does again. Then there's some you have to be in a different direction. Would you not agree or disagree that there are types of people you could talk to in certain ways that take criticism differently?
I fired a person. And so she was late like 75% of her shifts. And like in the employee handbook, it says, you know, you can only
You
be
get,
late three times in a month
in a
until
year.
you're fired. You know, just a real normal employee handbook stuff. Mm-hmm. And when I fired her, because she no call, no showed, and she goes, so I'm fired just for one no call, no show? And I'm like, in what world does someone not get fired for that?
Right.
And then I brought up, like, you were late, like, all the time, too. Well, that was in the past. It was 4 days ago. What is in the past?
It's 4 whole days ago.
Yeah.
That was so yesterday, Joe.
But and then, I'm the asshole.
Right.
Just trying to hold you accountable for the things you do.
Right. I used to manage a salon. ages 21 to 42.
Yep.
I never had to tell those women how to manage themselves.
Well, Solano's your own business. Correct
It
me if I'm
was
wrong.
not my own salon.
So is a server and a bartender?
No, but they're their own business.
Depends on the
No.
Chair
salon.
rentals.
No, we don't do chair rentals in Pennsylvania.
So you paid them to be there.
Yeah, we got commission.
Paid them to be there.
Yeah. So you get
Hourly-
paid on a sliding scale based on how hard you work. You can make 42% commission. You can make 70% commission. It's
That's
about
it.
how hard you hustle.
Yep.
So coming into here, it was a totally different management style. So I know you have to manage people differently. One way I talk to somebody is not going to be how I talk to the next person. I know that.
That 22-year-old college kid, they're almost entitled.
Right.
That's the problem. We've had several discussions on this show on how that younger generation, not all of them, but the younger generation, majority of them seem to be entitled.
Absolutely.
I'm allowed to do homework.
Right.
School's more important. I agree, but then don't work that day. And then you're like, oh, well, you're being an asshole because you won't let them do homework behind the bar, or you won't just. I mean, I have the same thing at the bar. They want to be on their phone, and I'm like, well, put it away.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to be on your phone. Oh, well, I have to text message my mom for this or school or this. I'm like, that's my problem. If you can't do the job, then don't be here.
Right.
But they're entitled. That's the slight problem with our workforce is that younger generation. I feel 85% of them are entitled, and you're lucky to have them, and you owe me to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
You should pay me the most to do the least.
And it's every industry. It's not just ours.
But
It's
you're
every
seeing that you're
industry.
seeing the fruits of that. You're seeing how these 21, 22, 23-year-old people can change an industry or change a position.
But that's what I don't understand is how you can have a manager who puts her all into your business. It's not my gym. At the end of the day, I go home. That's not my gym. I don't get any extra money from that.
I'll call bullshit because you're like, I know a lot of people like you. It becomes yours.
Yes.
You're not on paper. You're not the owner, but you have so much love, care, and passion for who you are. It is yours.
Right.
And you almost get pissed off when something happens.
Yeah.
Like I've been at several of my venues, and all of a sudden, like they're not my venues, but like if you do something like, it's almost like I feel personal that you didn't show up, or personal that you didn't throw that in the trash. You threw it on the floor. Like I'm almost like ready to murder you, and I'm like, what do I care?
Right.
But it becomes personal. It's our generation,
Yeah.
It's the work ethic we were raised with.
and that all stems back to the work, how they're growing up.
That's why I still can't wrap my head around what happened because you had me who, like you said, I put my heart and soul and it was my baby.
But there's somewhere else you're supposed to be.
There is. You never grow unless you're uncomfortable, right? So I had to get a little
unless you get
uncomfortable.
pushed. You might have been there 5 years from now and missed an opportunity that you're going to have in the next month or so.
Honestly, if I sat last night and I looked back at what Gold's gave me, and it gave me a lot. I met a lot
Look at it
of
like
lot of
people.
networking.
I met you from Gold's
Look
Gym.
at it. Look like college. You go to college. You pay them. You have to follow their rules. You have to graduate. You have to get a good grade, or they can kick you out of school. And you're paying them for all this stuff. When you're done, you learn something.
Right.
That's how you have to look at it. And now you've learned. Now they basically said you need to find something else in a good way, though. I would take this as a great thing. Not a
definitely
great
do.
thing like what I'm saying is, but like it's not about a negative. It's not about you got fired, you got let go, it didn't work out, you're not a great manager or whatever. You know, cry for the night, get up
Right.
the next morning and shut the hell up
Yeah.
and go find what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And maybe it's a totally different industry. Maybe it's not a gym. Maybe it's not a gym. Maybe you're like, I want to do this. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm a truck driver. I've never wanted to, but now's the opportunity. Maybe not a truck driver, but you get what I'm
But
saying.
I'd be the best dang truck driver in Florida.
I believe anything you do, you put your mind to it and do it.
Heck yeah.
So what's next?
Anything that makes me happy.
Nope.
No. Don't tell me no, Jeremy.
No.
Listen, I'm still reeling over the fact that I loved my job and now I don't
Now
get
it's
to
gone.
do it. Yeah, now it's gone. It was
I'm-
just like
I'm
snapping
excited for
fingers.
30 days from you to be like, oh my God, the best opportunity ever. I never thought I would have this. It's that much better than the past one. And it'll happen.
Yeah.
As long as you push yourself.
Now
I know.
you touched on something in the beginning of the conversation. You were women in the workplace, and that I believe there's advantages and disadvantages. And just from past experience, what I've seen, an attractive woman can easily get a job more than an unattractive woman. It's society. Now that attractive woman is going to have to work so much harder than the other women that aren't as attractive because women don't support each other. Women tear each other down.
Oh, they're your
And
best friends to your
that-
face and talk about you behind your back.
I think that is the hardest thing in the professional workspace is because women don't support each other. They're consistently talking bad about each other to management, to other people, to where it's just, and I don't get it because guys will say it to each other's faces.
I know, like
you're
you,
a fucking asshole.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
And you suck at your job.
But why
But
do
we'll still go get
girls
beers tonight.
tear
Jealousy.
each other down so much?
Jealousy.
I
said that out loud to one of the owners the last time they talked to me. And they're like, don't be so up in yourself that you think people are jealous of you. I'm like, that's what it is. What have I done wrong besides be a happy person and love my job? I can't even run in a run club, according to them, because it looked bad. Because I was a woman standing in a crowd of 8 other runners and we were wearing hats and coats and it looked bad. Like I was having an orgy on the beach or something. Like that's the difficulty of being an attractive woman.
Sounds like a run club I want to go to.
I know, man. I wish I was getting the action they told me I was getting. That would have been cool.
But I have seen this, 25 years in the hospitality industry, and I have seen so many times, and I could make a comment and just be like, "Wow, she's doing great. Like, she's awesome." I will have seven other females come up like, "Oh, she's terrible at this. She's terrible at this," for no reason, all because I made a comment that someone was doing well. And you won't find that from guys. You will a little bit. You're going to find that with everybody, but it just seems, and from my experience, I don't know if it's like that for everybody else. My experience, it's much heightened when as a guy, say a girl's doing good. Mm-hmm. There are so many girls that want to tell you how she's not. Right. And it's not even asked. You're not even asking a question. It just comes like that. Right. And it blows my mind, and I think it holds back a lot of people, and I think and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it hurts kind of like the psyche of the mind of the person. It's like, God, I'm busting my ass, and all people are doing is telling everyone how bad I am.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I have to tell you this story. So when I first got promoted, which I started with Gold's Gym in September, within 6 weeks I was promoted to front desk manager for Daytona. So obviously I'm doing something right?
Yeah.
So we had like a little mini competition. It was just like the week of Thanksgiving. Hey, Ormond versus Daytona. Let's see who can make more. And it all comes down to like price per check-in.
Yeah. Fun little
Daytona wound up winning, which never had happened before, or at least in my, working there, it had never happened. So I was excited, and I maybe a little too not so humbly bragged about it more than one time. But I was told that it was cringy to brag about my success. And I felt like you're almost like telling a rainbow not to be colorful when you tell that to me. And instantly, and it wasn't like just like you said it and be done. It was just like kind of like
deflating.
She kept saying it, and I was just like, all right, stop saying it to me. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't, brag about anything fun that we do or great that we do. But I was really upset the rest of the day. And I went back over to Daytona, and I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I was just like, listen, like, I'm kind of like in a very bad mood. Like, because he was like, you're not yourself today. And I kind of told him what happened. And he always eats Panda Express. And he hands me his fortune cookie, and because he never eats it. And I was like, open it up. And it literally said, like, don't let anybody dull your shine. Like, just keep being you. And it was like the most perfect fortune for like what I needed that day. And I'm like, yeah, why am I letting one person's opinion of me because I'm excited for something?
Yeah.
Why is that a problem for anybody? At the end of the day, we're owned by the same owners.
Yeah.
We're
Everyone
all
has
winning.
the same success. You're just trying to be competitive, and
Right.
that's what you should be. You have to be competitive in a professional. If you're trying to win,
If you're going to be
trying to win.
a woman who is respected in any business industry, you have to play the game. You have to be assertive. You still have to be humble, but you have to be true to yourself too. And I felt like I was being asked not to be true to myself, and it kind of kept being brought up. So in the grand scheme of things, like I honestly feel like had I stayed there,
This needed to happen for you.
it needed
is what
to
you're
happen.
saying.
Yeah, it did.
Unfortunately, it's a little more hurting because it was them, not you. But I don't think you would have done it if it was you, not them.
Right.
So again, that's where I go back to. This is a good thing in the long run.
Yeah.
because it's going to push you in another direction, whether it's another gym, it's a truck driver, it's a lifeguard on the beach, or it's working bike week. It's going to push you in a direction because you can't just sit and do nothing. Whether you're a millionaire, billionaire, you have $4 in your account, you're not the type to sit there and do nothing. You're going to have to find something to do to keep you busy.
Right.
And that's I think it's the most exciting part, figure out what you're going to do next. And the opportunities that we have that we can make happen within days.
And we can sit there and brag about our accomplishments all day and no one bats an eye. You know, like when we first met, I turned a restaurant in 3 years from 2.39 million to 5 million. And like we brag about the shit that we've done because we're proud of it. And when it comes from a woman, it's a completely different perspective. And it's bullshit because we do the same shit even more and we get a high five for it.
Right.
And we get a congratulations. And I hate the fact that still in this day and age, the fact that the sex of the person and not their experience, not the way they can do their job, still you have to work harder.
But
And
there's
it's
things
bullshit.
there's things that are for women and things that are for men.
There are different jobs, of course there are.
Not even jobs, just lifestyles, life events. Look at the dating world. The dating world's all about women. When's the last time a woman took you out to dinner, bought you roses, tried to get you laid in bed? Never.
Because there's 100 of us going for one of
That's what
them.
I'm saying.
I'm doing this wrong.
All I'm saying is there's different things. You know, we might have the workforce a little bit more on our side, where women have more of the dating force or more of this force or that force in their corner. Like I say, no one not beating down either one of our doors, take us out on a date and sliding in our DMs every 12 minutes, tell me how gorgeous I am.
I just want someone to slide in once, make me feel
I get a couple
better.
slide-ins, but
Do you? Fuck, I don't.
yeah, it's usually asking for money. I usually get the slide-ins. They can, hey.
I usually get creepy Richard from Michigan. He's like 70 years old. He's like, "Can you be my sugar baby?" I'm
I
like,
usually
"No."
get the
Send me $12,000 and I'll think about it.
I usually get the 23.
Here's my cash app.
I get the 24-year-old single mom of 3 kids that needs help.
Oh, okay.
At least you're getting something.
Must love kids. Also pregnant.
Must love kids, pregnant, 4th baby, 4 daddies, and I just need a $1,000 to pay my rent.
And if you don't make $100K, you're not good enough.
Right. Yeah. But she has no car and lives with her parents. Woman of my dreams.
No car, living with her
Sign
parents.
me up.
Listen, I don't know why you guys think it's so much easier for women in the dating.
It is.
No.
You all play it wrong.
No.
It's a lot easier for options. You have a lot more options.
Okay.
Imagine waking up in the morning and you have a blue shirt or red shirt, and that's it every day. That's it.
I would love that.
Well, that's what we have. We wake up in the morning, we have a blue shirt and a red shirt. That's it. Joe has a red shirt.
I have a blue shirt.
But you wake up, you have options. You have different things. That's the difference. It's not that we don't have options. We have 2 options. Red shirt, blue shirt. You have 30 men sliding your DMs, 14 men texting you. At the gas station, someone hollering at you. Someone wants to buy you lunch. Someone wants to take you to dinner. You have options.
And guess what? They all just want to get laid.
Well, yeah, we have to
that's
work a lot harder to get laid. Super easy for girls. Super easy. If you really,
No,
if
no,
all
no.
you
I
just
won't
wanted to do is
I
get
won't
laid.
deny
It's
that.
all about a challenge, though. I'm telling you, can swap that in 2 seconds.
I love a challenge. Like what last episode or 2 episodes ago? It took a year.
No, it's not about challenge.
I tried
It's
for
about
a year.
It's about using your mind. It's about the mind.
I convinced a girl I was an astronaut one time to get laid and it worked.
I told a girl I was a rocket polisher. Me and my
polisher?
buddy used to go out. We got so bored. Just the random girls in Tampa that he was a NASCAR driver. Because you don't know what the NASCAR guys. I mean, most of the time you'll know the name, but you won't really know the face. It's not like a basketball player. I'm a football player. What team? I can look you up right there. Most NASCAR drivers, there's tons of different series, tons of different things. So you can literally be a NASCAR driver, but for this series or that series or IndyCar. This. So he was a NASCAR driver. I was a rocket polisher. I owned a company that would clean the spaceships when they came back from space.
Is that a flex?
Nobody would. How would anybody deny that?
You can't.
I love that we both use space.
Space.
So I went,
And I've had girls go, we made up business cards.
My God.
He had whatever it was called red line. It was called red line racing. And I was what was mine? Red rocket.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
Red rocket.
That's
Red
great.
rocket polisher. Dude, it worked every time. Do you know how much fun it would be to girl and they ask what you do? And you tell them you're a rocket polisher? Dude, it's just so much fun.
I don't associate.
I'm gonna start going out
spaceships.
using rocket polisher again.
Please don't.
I work.
Please do that tomorrow
It worked in Tampa.
at the supper club.
at the supper club. I am a rocket polisher.
I made a fake website and a fake NASA ID badge.
And you said you worked at NASA?
So I was
And
going
this is
up.
why women have trust issues.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I'm not hearing this. You women,
No.
you women, not you
No,
women
yeah, you
jump
can
from
put me
guy
in
to
this.
guy, from guy to guy to guy. The next best thing, the next best looking one, the next guy with the most money, the next guy that slides your DM. Women are just as bad. We may go as far as make websites and fake ID badges, but y'all go guy to guy to guy to guy to guy, or guy to girl, 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 guy, girl, back and forth. 100%.
you know the difference is
And
women would work
will
that
play.
hard.
You guys will play 5 or 6 guys at the same time. Guys,
is way too
guys will
much.
play 4 or 5 girls. Girls will do the same damn thing.
Do you know how much effort that
That would be a
involves?
lot of
But do you know how much fun it is to figure that out? Because there's so many girls that try it and their person. If you really deep look into a relationship, people change. People are different. People treat differently when they're talking to you and they're talking to another guy, or a guy's talking to another girl. They're not the same person. Their mannerisms, their things are all freaking different. Love it. I can talk to a girl and literally tell you within a day or two that how many other guys she's talking to, or girls, whatever, how many other people she's talking to. 100%.
How many people am I talking to?
6.
Oh, no freaking way.
There's 3 in this room, so that's 3 right there.
Okay, that does not count. That does not count.
How many are you talking to? Realistically talking to?
1.
1.
One.
Yeah,
You're
aren't you supposed to
entertained.
times it by 3? Isn't
Yes,
that the
that's
rule?
3. So
Just one.
you're entertaining nobody else. You women have that backup
I
side
am-
guy. You know you can call Todd. He'll take you to dinner on a Friday. You know Kyle will throw you $500 if you need it.
Not one man has ever thrown me $500. Where are they at? No, I'm just kidding. I don't need that. I make my own money.
They're on Tinder.
Swipe right. right.
I've never downloaded Tinder.
Well, like I was saying, like, you know, how we work that hard. Like I made a website, you made business cards. Women will work that hard for a long distance relationship. We put all that effort in for a night.
Yeah.
We just do it for a night. We're there. They will work that hard for the rest of their life.
Catamaran and gift cards.
One night. I
was
work
in a
hard for
long-distance
one night.
relationship with the love of my life.
Did you ever cheat on him?
Never.
Did you ever
I
entertain another
believe
guy?
her. I believe you.
Ever,
he-
100%.
ever entertain another guy?
While I was with him?
Yes.
No.
She
What do
lied.
you mean entertain
I believe her. Look at her
another
face, I
guy?
believe her.
Like hang out with one?
Never hung out with the guy. I don't care as friends. Like I have girls that
Oh
are my
yeah,
friends.
you know who I have a male best friend.
I have girls that I take to dinner, and it's nothing like that. One of my best friends is a girl. One of my best friends is a girl. We go to dinner all the time. We hang out, but it's nothing like that. But never entertain another man.
No, and you know why? Because I've never been in a relationship where I was not cheated on.
Really?
Never. So I'm just not that kind of person.
I have never cheated on someone.
Good for you.
Ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've slept with too many probably.
You sound like
never
Ari Gold.
cheated
You sound
on
like Ari Gold. I've never cheated on my wife after she became my wife.
No, like
You've
girlfriend,
never cheated?
I've never cheated.
Elementary school, middle school, high school, never.
Never once.
Would you break up with them?
Yeah.
But you've never cheated.
Never cheated. I have a thing. I just a moral compass, man.
I'm bringing in a lie.
I am
I'm
not
bringing in a
cheater.
lie detector test next
I will
week.
pass with flying colors. I've never cheated,
Do you like the Eagles? Have you ever cheated? Come on.
dude. I'm telling you,
Never.
Honest to God, never.
You were probably one of 4 guys in this entire world, and 3 of them are dead.
I never have.
Me neither.
Yeah. I cheated on my high school boyfriend.
I've broken up with a girl
was like
to
it.
go to another
felt
girl's
awful.
house,
Oh,
but I broke up first.
okay. Well, you know.
Did your parents together?
No, they were never married. They broke up when I was like, I don't know, 6 months old, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where it came from. I don't even know how it got into the moral compass.
just
Like,
That's a
don't
good
cheat.
thing.
I could just
Why are we looking
see
at him like he's like
I could just see
crazy?
Joe calling Jill. Hey, Jill, it's not working out. Stephanie, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Jill, it's just not working out. You've done that.
Valid.
So you've already
That's not cheating.
You already entertained
That's actually not
that in 22 seconds you and Stephanie are gonna be making out. So you felt better by calling Jill and telling her it's not going to work out.
Yeah, I found someone else I like better, and we're gonna. It's
But
over
you
now.
entertained it, so you don't feel that that's cheating because you didn't do what, a physical aspect.
Yeah.
I mean, you were setting up prior to.
You were setting up
breaking
prior.
when
so
the
you call it
conversation
whatever you want.
gets to where I'm like, well,
Whatever
I'm
you wanna
gonna,
call it.
I got to break up with what's her face.
Jesus.
So you don't think so you've entertained another woman and the possibilities, but before you'll do the physical part of it, you'll break up with Jill.
Yeah. I won't do the now.
So it's a physical. You've never
I've never physically cheated.
You can't see, but mentally you have, and in your mind,
Emotionally.
I don't
emotionally you have
it cheating.
Oh, actually, I think that's worse.
I mean, it's not like I don't do it, but like I've had
So
girls
it's okay
that like
if
send
you were-
me nude pics before that I have no plans of sleeping with, but like I've talked to them like, oh, great tits.
So if you're dating somebody, so you got a girlfriend 5 years, and it's okay if she's talking to another guy as long as it's not physical.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit. I don't. I don't.
I kind of agree with him. I just really don't care. This is my age. I'm like, I don't give a shit. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
Right.
Like I've always been, especially with the girl. Like you want to go fuck someone else, go ahead. Bye bye.
Right.
Okay.
And you know what? I think it's the older you get, though. About 5 years ago, I thought the same thing. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. The amount of time and effort and brain power you put in to make sure somebody's not or doing this or not doing this or doing this, it's just not worth it.
Like you don't care about monogamy, you mean?
It's not I don't care about monogamy. I just don't put myself in that situation.
Right. Well, you know it doesn't work for you.
It doesn't work for me. I'm not that type of guy. I like to go out 6 nights a week. I don't drink very much, but I still go out 6 nights a week.
Right.
I was out last night working until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What somebody's going to date me to out till 1 o'clock in the morning at a bar? Nobody. Do I want to worry about what are you doing? Where you at? Who are you going home with? You going out with this? Like, I don't want to deal with it.
That's annoying.
Right.
I know I'm not good. I know I'm not what most people want. I get it.
I mean, I tell my wife all the time. She's like, "What time are you coming home?" Like, I literally have no fucking idea. I don't know what time I'm going to be done.
Right.
I don't know. That is my job. That is how my life. Since we've met, the answer has always been, I don't know.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah, I'm very consistent. Moral compass, man, doesn't change.
See, that's also why I only ever date one person at a time because it's too hard. Because when I was working at the gym, 60 hours a week, and you try to talk to one person and then you try to make plans, next thing you know, you're going on a coffee date and then work's calling you because somebody has to go home sick. And it's like, hey, about that coffee date, not going to happen.
Yeah.
And then you never talk to him again.
That's why you have 3 or 4 in your bag. Coffee with Jim.
That's why I have a calendar.
Aha.
No,
See,
not anymore.
I'm about to bring a Bible on our next show so she tells the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Jesus.
Don't put my hand on a Bible. I'll burst in flame.
Put your finger in the water and it boils. I get you.
might turn it into wine.
Water into wine.
That'd be cool.
I wonder if that actually happened, because that would be really cool if someone actually could do that. Yeah. I want superpowers.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be? One superpower. Only one.
Answer.
I think I'd want to fly.
Okay.
I think it'd be fly.
Just be able to fly.
I just fly wherever I want to.
Okay. What's your superpower?
Or invisibility.
Teleportation. Because I can go anywhere in the world and I can teleport in a bank and rob that bitch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Teleport
Yep.
right into the safe.
Yep. Dude, I could use that for so much stuff.
Yeah.
I would want to be able to tell the future
Why?
because then I can know everything that's going to happen.
But what if it's everything bad?
Doesn't matter. I already know. I could change it.
But then it's
Sucks.
not fun.
You can't change the future.
If I know the future, I can change
Wait,
the future.
there's a movie about
If I
this.
know I'm going to get hit by a bus by crossing the road tonight, I'm not going to cross the road.
But
Then
if
I
you
can
don't
change-
cross that road and you don't get hit by that bus, some little kid named Jimmy's going to get hit by that bus
I
in 2
feel bad
blocks.
for Jimmy, but that's not my problem.
What is that called? The butterfly effect?
Yep.
I had a great movie.
Great movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't follow it.
Man,
I don't want to fly. I wouldn't want to fly.
I just think it would be great. Like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Vegas.
Well, guess what?
That's why you
Joe
need
wouldn't be late
teleportation.
anymore.
Right? Teleportation would
There you
be
go.
better than flying.
Joe, you wouldn't be late anymore.
No weather.
Right.
It was late to 1 out of 30 episodes. 1.
So we got to talk bad about each other. I got to talk bad about you.
Jeez.
Teleport. I don't know if I want to teleport.
Why?
Go.
You're just like,
I
close
take it
your
back.
eyes and
I'd
you
rather
actually
teleport.
I'd want to. You want to go back and be able to look, what, change something or look?
No.
Future, I get to see what the lottery numbers were tomorrow.
I don't want to be like
I
a
get to
time
see.
traveler. That would suck.
Why would I want to go back in time?
I don't want to go back in time.
You want to teleport to another era?
No, like if I'm in Florida 1 minute and the next minute I'm in Tahiti getting a tan on the beach.
Well, Joe will just fly you there. You can hop on his back.
I don't
You're
like
good.
heights, so that's not going to work for me.
But in the future, I want to
Just
see the
strap on him
future,
like a
man. I want to
dragon.
see what the lottery numbers were next Friday. I want to see if I don't go hit by a bus. I want to see what the weather's going to be like on Saturday. I'll book an event knowing the weather's going to say rain, and it's not going to rain.
Dude, you're going to get bored.
How am I going to get bored? I can change my life depending on what you see before.
Okay,
Wait, this
and
is
then
Back
you're
to the
the
Future
richest person in the world, and then what are you going to? You're just going to be bored.
Then I'm going to buy baby oil. I don't know what I'm going to do. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. We'll figure that out when I get there.
I've
know
got a
the
couple
future
hundred
and
boxes
still
if
go
you
to
need
jail.
some.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Come
know
on.
the future and still go to jail.
I know I'm going to go to jail, so I will not buy baby oil. Come on. There ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know that.
That's what Jay-Z said, right?
No, that was LeBron James. LeBron. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And then a week later came out about his alleged and everything. God, what a way to say that. They were on like live on not like on
so
FaceTime or
shocked.
something. It was recorded or TikTok or something. It's like, oh yeah, when do you have another party? He goes, man, there ain't no party like a Diddy party. And then literally a week later, all the allegations came out and everything.
Oh, and then he got Odell and Bieber. Oh,
Poor Bieber.
yeah. He was
looks
too
a little
young
sad.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
whose
they
fault
ruined
was
his
it?
life.
His mother's.
I was gonna say not the
Here,
16-year-old
Usher,
kid.
take my underage child with you to California.
Who founded Bieber?
Ludacris.
Usher. Oh.
Or, I think it was,
Was it
Luda.
Oh, it was Diddy.
Usher.
Yeah.
Usher?
Wait, I just said Usher. You tell me no.
And then how did Usher meet Diddy? I'm sorry, how did Justin meet Diddy? Usher.
Yeah.
And I like Usher. I think he's a great musician.
Usher's amazing.
You got it
Hopefully.
bad.
That song.
I know. It's all his music is so good though.
I know. Yeah, yo.
Shit. I know. I was literally just singing that one in my head.
Every time I hear it, I want to throw my necklace around my neck and be like, yeah. I want to throw my A around, throw my A around my necklace.
With a little
A
hat.
minor and throw it around my neck.
Oh man, I miss old school music like Nelly and all that genre.
Who's the next? Because I know
Ja Rule.
Super Bowl was what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Who's halftime next year?
Oh,
We need to get some.
I know it's early, and I know there's probably gonna be a hit artist, but
Let's just get Creed back.
if you had to pick an artist right
I'd be all
now,
about that.
yeah.
if you had to pick an artist right now for Super Bowl 2025 or 2026, I'm sorry, it'd be 2026, but 25, who'd you pick?
Taylor Swift is gonna do it. Oh, that's who's gonna
She'll
do
never
it.
go to. Did you read? She's never going to go to another Super Bowl ever again. They booed her. She went off crying.
She looked just like that Muppet.
She shouldn't have went to an Eagles game. You know what?
Truth.
That was
if
an
she
Eagles
would have
game.
been herself, because she
was
grew up
the-
in
she
Pennsylvania.
used to be
She
an
grew
Eagles fan.
up an Eagles fan. If she would have just, I don't know, maybe do what Jason Kelce's wife does, support the goddamn team, they wouldn't have booed you. You deserved it, Taylor.
Can we go back to who's the halftime show in 2026?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Please don't say Taylor Swift ever again.
Yeah, please.
I mean, it all depends on who's hot. Then.
Who'd you pick? If you had to pick it right now, who'd you
Right
pick?
now.
You're Jay-Z because Jay-Z's picked since 91 or 2001. He picked. You're Jay-Z right now. They tell you we know who it is. Who would you pick?
I think at this point you got so much flack for this one. You throw Beyonce on there, you're gold
Nope.
for everybody.
That's good for you.
it's going to be happy
Wait,
for
did she
everyone.
perform?
Will be happy
She already
about
performed for a halftime show, hasn't
Long
she?
time ago.
it. Did she?
Yeah.
I
For sure.
I'm telling you, as soon as I say this name, you both are going to go, oh my God, that's the one.
I never watched the halftime
Oh God,
show.
who?
I don't know if he would do it, but Eminem.
Well, he just did it. not
That would be
long
cool,
ago.
but yeah, he was already
When?
on that. He was.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, he did that with the whole group.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
By
he
himself.
can't.
He
can't
won't
do
do
a
it
double
by
play.
himself.
You can't.
Eminem.
For what? What song?
Lil Wayne.
I would love to see Lil Wayne. He's got the new album. Well, it should be out by then.
Where's Super Bowl at this year? I say this year as the coming next year, I guess. You want to say?
I'm pretty sure the
it
Eagles
Vegas?
are going to be playing.
The
The Eagles. I love this.
Yeah.
He's officially my favorite person.
Yeah, the Eagles and the Giants and the Bears. I got you. Yeah, the Bears are going to be there too. I can tell you that.
The
much.
Bears.
Oh, Bears.
It will be the Eagles.
Did you see the Matthew McConaughey commercial where he was the Bears? The Bears. He was trying to imitate for a role. It's hilarious.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
I saw two.
So who'd you
commercials.
pick? All right, I said Eminem. Who would you pick? Give me somebody. I know we don't know who's going to come out. It's a year away. It's a little less than a year away.
Well, they
Again,
did rap this year, so they'll go with a different
You
genre.
think they'll go country or
I think
hip-
they'll
Yeah,
go
you
with a
can't go
different
rap.
genre.
Oh, please not country.
I think they'd go rock.
I love
this
country,
time.
but not
Kid
country.
like a Kid Rock? Or are we thinking Jason Aldean? Or
Well, I
What's
think
that?
it's all going to depend where the next Super Bowl is.
They have yet to have like a rock, like alternative rock.
no? They've had
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Like,
They've had a
no,
bunch
you
of.
need like
Britney
a
and
real
NSYNC.
like screaming at the microphone.
Oh, nobody wants that crap. You
Why
wanna
we have to
scream
submit
into a mic-
ourselves to Kendrick Lamar? They can deal with my kind of music.
Do you like Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Oh,
Hot Chili
I would
Peppers.
love the Chili Peppers. Have they?
Have they? I think.
I never really watched the halftime shows.
Why? Because your teams are never usually.
I say bring Justin and
what, Super Bowl
Janet back.
champions as well?
Do another nip
Justin
slip.
and Janet nip slip. I like that one.
That's where it all went downhill.
Santa Clara, California. So it's at the San Francisco's 49ers stadium. So it's gonna. Oh, that's LA. That could be literally anybody.
Doesn't matter where it is for who it is.
LA.
Wait, who's the new hot girl that everybody loves? Sabrina Carpenter? I bet it's her.
I don't think she's. I mean, she's cute.
Everybody loves her.
Really?
No, shut up about her.
It'll probably Beyonce country music.
Oh,
No,
that's
she
not
got her.
country.
She got her country music album award,
She
and now she'll
tried.
never like America again.
I mean, I think it'll definitely be some of the younger ones. I don't think we're going to see because we got our age group with the Eminem and Dre and 50, and I think the younger generation is going to start seeing a lot of their.
What do you think the average watch, the average age of the watch that watches Super Bowl?
It's probably 25 to 45.
25 to 45.
Probably
big
the
range.
biggest
It's a
demo.
big range.
Yeah.
What do you think? 30,
Male.
35 male.
Yeah.
So what do the 35-year-old males like right now?
They obviously don't care about what they like
Yeah, I think
because they
it's
chose Kendrick Lamar.
No, that was. Do you know how the
why I
Super,
think-
you know
I
how
think
the
they're hitting those
halftime you
younger
know how the
generations.
halftime's picked, don't you?
No.
Jay-Z has a company called
Jesus.
Rock Nation, Rock something. I can't remember what it is. I think it's called Rock Nation.
Rockefeller Records.
He owns the company. He has a contract with the NFL since 2001 or 2011. I don't remember which one. I know it's a big span, but it was 2001 or 2011. He has a contract with the NFL that he picks, produces, and everything, the halftime show.
Well, there you go.
So that answers your question, why Kendrick Lamar came on there. Why Lil Wayne did not. Why certain things happened. I read about it because I was like, who picked?
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to think
What
here.
do you think about that?
Who picked Kendrick Lamar? Again, I think he's I like his music. I'm okay with it. Just wasn't a halftime thing I would have picked. I never been like sitting around the table going, who should we pick? Guys, let's pick Kendrick Lamar. It just wouldn't have been on my list. It would have been Lil Wayne because he is more mainstream. He is from that city. It would have been, a Janet Jackson, if I'm going old school. It would have been, the Eagles. Like I would have bring a bigger time than Kendrick Lamar, for an example. The Eagles would have been good.
Backstreet Boys and Willie Nelson. Let's go.
Oh my God, Backstreet Boys, please. Reunion.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and 98 Degrees all performing at the
Oh
same
my
time.
God, I would literally probably be dead.
I'm
on
not
the
going to lie.
ground.
I think that would be an awesome.
That,
Yeah.
I would be dead.
It would.
Think about it. Backstreet Boys come out, but you only promote one group, right? Or maybe you promote one group in a special. So you have Backstreet Boys, and then NSYNC comes out, and then 98 Degrees, because that was all the same genre.
And then Boys to Men comes out after them.
Oh, they were great.
I would die.
That would be the best halftime
Take
forever.
my heart.
It would be. Well, for us.
If the Eagles play again, it would have been like, all right,
younger-
thank God we saw a concert around a football game.
The younger demographic wouldn't give a shit about that concert. And I think that's where it's going. It's going to the younger. It's going to the 20s, early 30s.
But they're not the ones spending the money.
They are, though.
For what? The attire?
Look at the
tickets?
advertisers. The advertisers are shooting. They're going for that younger demographic. Look at the commercials. Granted, not all.
I
of them. There's
disagree.
some
I
that-
disagree. They're not going for the younger demographics, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to disagree because I don't see any influencers doing commercials. I don't see them paying, these influencers to be the commercials because those are what the younger generation like. I don't see any influencer commercials. I don't see anything about.
Well, you saw what happened when they started using the influencers. Look at what happened to Bud Light.
You cannot blame Bud Light.
What? Yeah, you can.
You
what?
can blame them for who
That
they
was
cast.
one marketing girl that sent one bottle with it. It was one bottle. Look it up. One bottle was made and sent to. I can't think of her name. Her name.
I can't either. Try to strike it from my memory.
Tell me.
Oh, yeah.
One bottle was made and sent to her. That's it. It was not made and passed out. Look it up. Literally one
Yeah,
bottle.
but she was doing commercials for them.
It was a promo. One promo for them.
Yeah, but did you see their newest commercial?
No.
It has Shane Gillis in it and
Love
Post
that guy.
Malone. I love Shane Gillis. I'm obsessed with him.
He's hilarious.
But they did a total 180 on that because they're like, oh crap. So they're definitely advertising, but to me, that was advertising to that older
Yeah, but
mid-age.
you know what? If you want to talk about the Bud Light thing, and I'm not against Bud Light or for Bud Light, to be honest with you, I would say more for than against it. But Miller has done rainbow cans. Ultra has done rainbow cans. They've all had some sort of gay influence cans, promoters, festivals that they were sponsored. So Bud Light picked the wrong time at the wrong place. That's it.
I just think for their
They showed the Miller Lite can was a freaking rainbow.
Yeah, but think about their main buyer. Who's the person that goes into the store and buys Bud Light? It's not Dylan Mulvaney or whatever the heck her name is. It's
what is without research,
Billy Joe.
who is Sorry,
50-year-old white Republicans. I mean,
yes.
I think they wrong place, wrong time is what all they had.
The company didn't know their demographic, and then they found out real quick.
No,
what
they
their
pissed off
demographic
2 or
was.
3 of the wrong people. That's it.
Well, they pissed off a lot more people
When
than that.
Kid Rock started blowing up fucking
when he was shooting
Bud Light cans, and then that spiraled, and people then jumped on a train. Our generation now, let me take it back. Our generation, our world now, we want to jump on a left or a right. That's all we do. We jump on a yes or a no, an A or a B, a blue or a black. We jump on it. That's it. If we're for gays, also we're for gay. I'm not gay, but I'm for gays. If we are gay, we're definitely for gays. If we're Republican, I'm not for gays. This generation now, or this society now, we jump on either A or B. There's no in the middle. I can understand why they wanted that community. I'm not a gay man. I can understand why they went for that. I have no problem. I'm still going to drink Bud Light if I drank it because some lady man holds a beer does not influence what I drink. But people like to say, oh, that is so wrong. I'm jumping on this train. Or, oh, you know what? I'm queer. I'm going to jump on this train. I'm never drinking Bud Light again. And look where Bud Light's at now. #1 seller again.
Yeah, it took them a couple years.
Took them a couple years, but what goes down must come up. What come up must go down.
I think one of the biggest problems is that in this country is that people give way too much of a shit about what other people do.
True.
That's what I'm saying. They pick A or B.
Who cares?
My best friend's gay, so I'm not going to ever drink Bud Light again because this. I'm like, why do I care?
I don't care about that. I'm just saying if you're going to use influencers, and there's a lot of other influencers besides that one, who they're not really good people just because they can do a TikTok dance or they're popular on Instagram.
They may not be good, but people are watching them.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
99% of their life is fake. It's just for the camera.
But 99% of anybody's life on social media is fake.
Not true.
Not true.
It's fake.
I don't put
You're
fake
showing
art,
the good parts. You put the bad parts?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
I
true.
put every part.
Not 99% of what you put on there is fake.
I also don't like
that it's
sharing
not
my
you
whole
at,
life
Not that it's not
on
you
social
at the grocery store, you at wherever.
Yeah.
It's that you're only showing the good parts. You're not showing the bad parts. So 99% of it, of everyone, what they show.
Yeah, most people don't show bad stuff.
But they don't show bad stuff except for the one girl that has 3 baby mamas in this and wants help. Send me $1,000.
I can always tell when somebody's relationship is almost doomed when they start posting how much they love their.
What do you mean, dude? You can tell people already post. Hey, asking for a friend.
Michael, it's our 20th anniversary. Thank you so much for being the best husband. Even though I want to kick your ass every day, like, no, you just want to kick his ass.
Thank you for being the best husband. You slide your DMs. Hey, girl, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, he's in 12 other girls' DMs.
See, I never really post shit on social media, and when I do, I'll go on I'll do 4 posts.
You know what my favorite posting of you was? In the canoe.
Oh, during the hurricane?
This guy got in a canoe in the middle of his street because it was 4 feet underwater, 3 feet, 3 inches. I don't even know. It was underwater, his street. Uh-huh. So he gets in a canoe and canoes down live.
That's awesome.
Down his street.
That's awesome.
That was fun.
It's the only
Heck
thing I've
yeah.
ever watched of Joe's.
I don't post much. Like I posted
You
for the
should
Super
start
Bowl
posting
like
more.
5:30 in the morning. I was like, let's fucking go, birds.
So
It's
that
Super
would you
Bowl
not
day.
say 99% of what you post is fake?
I'm surprised you don't post.
It was one
It's all
time.
real?
They don't get it. They don't get the fake. It's not fake. It's you're posting what you want people to see. You're posting the good part of it.
That's the point of social
No
media.
one ever posts.
Doesn't mean it's fake.
Yeah, that's
It just means like, hey, this was really exciting for me, and I
you're
feel
just
like
not
somebody
getting
else
the
would
whole
like
story of life.
care for like one half.
But
of a
social
second.
media is not supposed to be like, here's my whole life.
Right.
Look at my whole life.
But then why are you blaming influencer? Why are you saying influencer? It's all fake. It's all Mr. Beast and Jake Paul.
Hey, I like Mr. Beast. His chocolate bars are really good.
I know
It's not even his
nothing about
chocolate
this
bar.
guy.
What do you mean? The Mr. Beast bars?
It's not his bar.
Hey, I don't care who makes them. They're delicious.
Didn't Mr. Beast like make some fake game and make money? I don't. Who is this Beast?
He's on YouTube and he does like all these challenges and stuff, and he would always give away
He started
money.
doing challenges,
and-
giving away money, and more people want to see it. He'll
Actually giving away the money?
Yeah.
Yes. He'll put people in a room, be like,
He's
you
like
live
the
here.
richest one on YouTube.
You live here and you make $1,000 a day, and I'll double every day. And then it's like he's almost a game player with people's, I would say people's lives, but not like life or death, but rich or not rich. Like he'll put people in a room and say, every day you stay here, you get $1,000. But every day I'm going to take away an item.
Oh, that show's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We'd love to have you on the show.
Great plug.
Please.
Great plug.
Pretty please. See, yeah, it's
But
nice.
I don't buy anything because of influencers. I'm not influenced by influencers. If anything, I think
Yes, I don't buy
I
anything
think they're
because of
more
them.
fake than anything else. That Jake Paul fight, I lost it.
I can't say that.
I lost it.
have bought fat and weird cookies because of an influencer. This Aubrey B girl, she's so cool. And she started a cookie business with her husband. And I bought the cookies online because of it. And they were delicious.
After Jake Paul and the more stuff I've seen with that fake ass fight with Tyson, I'm done.
Oh.
I'm done with him, dude.
Yeah, I'm done.
I
with
bought NeuroGum because of Joe Rogan.
that. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't consider him an influencer. That's not what he does. He's a businessman.
He is very much an influencer.
No, he influences, but he's not
Yeah.
an influencer. He didn't come out like, I'm going to make a game.
That's the guy. I've seen that guy before.
Mr. Beast. Yeah, fraud.
He's a fraud. Oh, no.
I worked for Mr. Beast. He's a fraud.
I love when people put these like videos out.
When's your video coming out?
I was just thinking, I'm like, should I make a video?
I saw your brain
You
coming.
saw my brain.
I saw your brain thinking.
Yes, you did. No,
Episode number 2.
I have a petty bone in my body, but it's very, very little, and it's just not worth it to me. You have to really scorn me for me to like.
I'm telling you, that I'm happy
that
for you
much.
because the next thing in your life, I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to hear about the next thing that you do that's going to be that one. And you're like, thank
I'm
God.
going to take your job. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't want it, but
Have it. I'm done.
What is one thing someone can do that you're done with them?
in what?
Just in general, like with somebody.
Is it a
there's one
relationship or a
thing-
business or
Could
what?
be anything. Say business. Like they do one thing, you're just like, all right, I'm done with you.
Theft.
All right. Jeremy?
I think it depends, man. If I can hold something on them, if I can hold a
If you
piece
can
that I
blackmail them.
don't look at it as blackmail, look at it as one up. If I have a chess piece, why am I going to get rid of you? It's chess. It's not. I'm not blackmailing anybody. I'm not saying give me money and I'm going to tell somebody. But if I know something about you and I have a chess piece, it'll help me in the future.
You think that? I didn't use my chess piece fast enough.
You didn't use your chess piece.
No,
guys.
I didn't, and I'm
You didn't use your chess piece.
dang it.
I would use my chess piece right there.
I had 2 chess pieces I wanted to use. And
I have
didn't use
chess.
them.
I have chess pieces. I love someone to come to me going, "This is going to happen." No, it's not. It's chess. Your whole life should be chess, not checkers.
Right.
So call out on me for some bullshit reason on a busy day. Done.
Call you up for what?
Like
do you mean?
call out of work on a busy day for a bullshit reason.
That's an employee, though, right?
Yeah.
Because a partner wouldn't
Done.
call it.
No, but done.
What's
That-
a bullshit reason? To you, bullshit reason, or to them, a bullshit reason?
No, like they're hungover
my
and they
kid-
don't want to come to work.
Hey, my kid's sick.
Like
That's
that
not
I
bullshit.
get. That's not a bullshit reason.
Hey, I broke my finger.
But if you went and partied and then you just didn't come to work, fucking done with you. Because we could do that and still get to work.
You mean go straight from partying right into work?
Sometimes you
there.
got to do what you got to do. I've pulled it all nighter and opened that gym.
But I just, man,
Hey, I don't work there anymore. I can say,
yeah, you can.
dang right, I can.
You pulled all that way to work in the same clothes?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't go to work in the same
changed.
clothes. I
You've
went
already
in
showered,
a little
too.
early, went in the shower,
You ever,
got
gone,
ready.
you ever gone to work in the same clothes you were out?
Yeah.
I have.
Ew.
Not in many years.
It's been a
but I
long
mean,
time. I literally went out partying and all of a sudden I'm like, I got to open the bar in 30 minutes.
I mean, I've
And I
definitely
went
had the same
straight
hand
there.
stamp on my hand, but
Like, all right, hair's at a different angle. I am ready to go. Toothbrush. We all have a hoe bag in our car, don't we?
God, in my early 20s, I did that multiple days a week.
yeah.
It was bad. I was good at my job, though, so they let it slide.
You ever had a bullshit reason to call into work? You ever done that to somebody else?
No, I show up. I mean, you might send me home, but I show up.
I'm still hungover. I'm here though. Send me home.
Like, I haven't looked at my boss one time. This is, God, it was probably like 22, 23. He looks at me and goes, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I am still hammered." "Well, I'll go sell the phones for you, boss."
Did you sell some phones? Or did you send you home?
No, he let me. He needed me.
And you sold some phones.
I was the only one there that day.
Hammered. What was the company you worked for?
It was called Cellular Advantage Verizon. It was authorized.
You worked for
retailer.
authorized dealers? I worked
Yeah.
for those.
Yeah.
Com Central, all those old ones.
Jim, you're still one of my favorite bosses. Love you, buddy.
He let you work hungover or still drunk
Yeah. He fired me twice.
and brought you back.
Yeah. Yeah, every time.
Well, Kristen, I'm excited to see your next step. We'll have to bring you back on again after you
Yeah, a little follow up.
are running the world and tell us what's going on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
And
be
then
doing something fun.
we do a segment on the show called "Come On, Karen."
Okay.
Come on, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
And that, it's basically we take 1-star reviews that restaurants have gotten. They'll send them to us, and we'll dissect it. And I actually wanted to do a little different today because I got a review, and I really like the way this guest went about the review. Instead of going on Google and Yelp, they private messaged on the Facebook and were like, "Hey, first time we went in there, took 40 minutes, like the server didn't get to us. And then when the food finally came out, it was cold, very disappointed, not worth what we paid. Just felt like someone should know." And I got that. I was like, okay, great. I was like, here's my number. Please call me. Mm-hmm. And I talked to them. And
that was you?
Huh?
You're the Karen?
No. Like this is like the kind of reviews that I'm talking. Like there's not really a Karen in this. It was, I wish more people would handle their reviews this way, because it went right to me personally, and okay, perfect. Here's my number. Call me. I talked to her and I was like, look, I apologize. And at that point we had like half the staff out with the flu. I was like, I was running bare minimum and we were busy. I said, I just didn't have enough people healthy to staff that day. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. That is not, not the norm.
Do you cut down tables the next time?
Uh-huh.
Do you cut down if you only have 4 servers, but you need 8, and you have a restaurant that holds 100 people, do you only seat 50?
Here's the problem I have, because it's outside, people just sit themselves. You can tell them no all day.
You put up a sign that says no service at this table. I mean, I'd rather know in advance. If I sit there, it says no service, can't be mad.
Oh, people don't give a shit.
They still want service.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Take the chairs from the table.
Uh-huh.
And they'll still sit there.
I've done that. Yeah. No,
I had a restaurant one time and like 6 people were out, all literally sick. We had like 3 people working, and I only opened up like 15 tables. And I'd rather send you home pissed or take you at the door, because I just didn't want people sitting there and food get thrown away and bad reviews and cold food. I'd rather serve 16 or 60 tables tonight than 360 tables.
We tell people at the door.
They still get pissed though.
Yeah, they do. But
even if you tell them it's a
Can't please
40-minute
everybody.
wait, things are going to come out cold, like no problem. They sit down, they still bitch. They still want free food. They still want everything else. So I'd rather not sit them.
But I love this, because I'm going to, they're going to come in next week. I'm going to buy them their meal. Like, hey, let me show you what we do normally. And, turn it around, because and sometimes there are problems that, you might not see. In the management side, be like, holy shit, no, I do need to fix that. Mm-hmm. And that happens. And that's where reviews can really help. Not your reviews on Yelp, not your reviews on Google. Messaging the company directly. Right. So that can be like, holy shit, because we can actually talk to you that way and be like, all right, you know what? You're right. I'm going to get into that, or I need to coach better, or, because reviews are helpful. Mm-hmm. They are, if you can communicate with the person that left the review. Because, that you can tell them till you're blue in the face, like, hey, call me. I'd like to talk to you about it. They never do. If you really are concerned about, the next person not having that experience, explain what happened so it can be fixed. And that's one of the biggest things. I love that this guest did that. I even told them that on the phone. I was like, I am so happy that you messaged me like this so we could have this conversation.
Would you have done the same thing if they wrote back, this restaurant sucks, took me 40 minutes, they're horrible, don't ever go back? Would you have done the same thing?
100%.
You had left your number?
I do all the time. I can, most of the time.
You leave your cell number?
I do. I leave my personal cell number on Yelp and Google.
Really?
All the time. And they never call. Like I can turn around almost everybody.
I'll agree, because
give me a conversation. I can make you change your mind.
Sometimes my worst customers, the ones that bitch like that, have become my best customers. Hey man, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. We're down some servers. Let me buy you a drink. We'll get a burger next time. And I look around and go, it's not the end of the world. But I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And they come back next week. Hey man, it's me. I'm like, and I'm not buying you a burger because you're late, and become friends with them. And before you know it, they're literally my best customers. They're telling the people, this place is great. We had to wait one time, but it's no big deal. And they're your biggest cheerleader.
All it takes is a conversation.
Yep. That's all they want. They want to be heard. They want to be heard.
Yes.
That's
People
it.
want to know they're being heard.
That's it.
Yep.
They want the voice.
But you got these keyboard heroes, the Karens, because the person that messaged me is not a Karen. You got the Karens that...
What's a good Karen?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not a Karen, because a Karen wants to...
So we have to have
hurt your business without any
We
warrant.
need a name for a good Karen.
A Kristen.
All right, yeah. I like it.
Hey.
It's a Kristen.
Okay.
A Kristen.
Yeah.
So we have a Karen and a Kristen.
Yeah.
All right. That's a
We're
Kristen.
coining this term.
That's
if this goes
Kristen.
viral, I will be so
It's
happy.
going to go viral right now. We're going to get shirts
Please.
made.
Hashtag
It's a Kristen. I'm a Kristen. I
I love it. We got a name.
Got to name the Kristen and Karen.
But Kristen, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
And I really look forward to see what your next step is.
We wish you the best. We want to hear about what you do. We want to hear about the next thing.
You know, you're a very intelligent person, and you'll be able to knock this out of the park. Do something you love.
Absolutely.
You know, you'll never work a day if you do what you love.
That's why I don't work every day. I never work.
Jeremy's never at work.
I'm
He's just out having
Yeah.
fun 6 days a
every
week.
day, all day.
He's at the strip club every day.
Yes. I'm working.
Where's Jeremy? The
I am
graveyard.
working.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. I was a little nervous, but this was
were.
so fun. I've never been on a podcast.
She tried to cancel me today.
No, I did not.
I really don't know
was
if I could do this. I'm like, you will be there.
I
or
was
you will
gonna
be
come. I just wanted you to keep me in check.
I was like, or you will be exiled from Daytona Beach. You know I know everybody. She's like, I will be there at 7 o'clock. My bad.
Never. I would never.
I'm just kidding.
Well, everyone, we appreciate you watching. Remember to check us out at Somewhat Tipsy Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and TikTok, YouTube, Spotify.
All of it.
Boom.
See you next week.